Welcome to the last and final part of our digital modulation techniques. This is on binary phase shift keying BPSK. Obviously it's binary, so we will encode bits one by one. So, and it's PSK, phase shift keying. So the phase of the analog signal, which will be the modulated signal, of course, the phase of the modulated signal will depend on the message signal. So in this case, we have two different phases. For one, there is no phase or no phase shift, so the phase is 0, so it's just kept AC cos 2 pi fct. The carrier amplitude is AC and carrier frequency is FC. For 0, the carrier amplitude is AC, frequency is FC, which are similar to the previous one, but now we have a phase shift of pi. So if you just apply the formula of trigonometry, so you know that cos pi plus A is actually minus cos A. So if you apply that, you will see that it will become minus AC cos 2 pi fct. So basically very simple. For 1, it is AC cos 2 pi fct. For 0, it is minus AC cos 2 pi fct. So one thing is very apparent. If I just erase this all out, this is basically carrier signal, right? AC cos 2 pi fct is carrier signal CT. So we can write this ST equal to carrier when the bit is 1 and minus of carrier when the bit is 0. So you can readily do that. For AM, we had similar scenario, but in that case, for 1 it was carrier and for 0 it was 0. But in the case of PSK, for 1 it is CT and for 0 it is minus CT. So we can achieve, here is the binary bit stream, which is 1 0 1 0, this sort of thing, and now we will use polar NRZ. What will be the difference? In the case of ASK, we use unipolar. So for, let's say for 1 0 1 0, it was something like this. High, for 1 it will be high, and for 0 it will be low, high, low. Let's say it was 0 volt and it was V volt. But for polar NRZ, it will be something like this: 1 0 1 0 again. For 1 it is high, for 0 it is low, for 1 it is high, 0 it is low. But now the high voltage value will be plus V volt and the low voltage value will be minus V volt. So you can see, if you just set the V to 1, it will be plus 1 and it will be minus 1. So now if we multiply this signal with our carrier signal CT, you will achieve the result, because when the bit is 1, it will be plus 1, so plus CT, and when the bit is 0, it is minus 1, so that will be minus CT. So the modulating circuit is exactly like the ASK modulating circuit, that is, we have a product modulator here and we are passing the carrier into. The difference is the encoder. In this case, the encoder is polar NRZ. Polar NRZ. For ASK, it was unipolar, but for PSK, the only difference is it is polar. For 1, it is, for 1 bit, it is plus 1 volt, for 0 bit, it is minus 1 volt. That's the only difference. The rest part is same. So the amplitude spectrum is also similar, because there is no difference in the modulation circuit. So we are multiplying the input signal BT with the carrier, so it is shifted to the frequency of the carrier signal. That is same. And for the demodulation process is also the same as previous. We have a BPSK signal, then we are not using envelope detection here. We can only use coherent detection for BPSK. It is a very important question, why we cannot use envelope detection for BPSK. I encourage you to brainstorm it out, that why we cannot use envelope detection for BPSK. It's a very important piece of question that you may encounter somewhere. I encourage you to think about it. So for BPSK signal, we have the input signal, and then we cannot use envelope detector. So as usual, we will first multiply the signal with the same carrier signal, and then we will just use a low pass filter to filter our unnecessary parts out. And then as usual, we will sample the signal, then a decision making device, a threshold, and then we can say it is either 1 or 0. That's all. So the advantage, PSK has many advantages. It is less susceptible to noise than ASK. FSK is obviously better in terms of noise performance, but PSK is better than ASK. Also, it does not require such large bandwidth like FSK. So there are two types of advantage in this. PSK requires same bandwidth as ASK, but it is better than ASK in noise performance. On the other hand, PSK performs better than FSK as it requires less bandwidth. So there are twofold advantage in the case of PSK, but the only problem is you have to have more complex signal detection and recovery process in PSK compared to ASK and FSK. That's the only advantage. So that's all for our digital modulation. So this is basically the end of EEE 341 course. I hope you enjoyed the contents, and best wishes for the finals as well. Thank you.